Zero DTE options. You know them, you'll love them. Typically, you're looking at the SPX options, and that's what we talk a lot about at Tasty is selling option. You know, if you're bullish, selling it out of the money put spread in SPX. If you're bearish, selling out of the money call spread in SPX, or maybe even buying at the money vertical, bullish or bearish, either way. But what you may not have realized, or may want to expand your horizon a little bit, so you've got the SPX zero DTEs down. What about some zero DTE options in individual stocks? They exist. And I'm not even talking about just, trading them on expiration Friday. The CBOE is listed as some what they call weekly options that expire Mondays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I believe. And those show up on our platform as 0 days to expiration. So stocks like Apple, Amazon, Meta, Google, Tesla, Nvidia, those sort of big, the Mag 7 types of stocks. And the question is, if you're already trading SPX 0 DTEs, would you consider trading 0 DTE options in individual stocks? Let's take a look at some of these things. So here's, let's just take a look at the SPX to start things out. And, in the 0 days to expiration options, maybe I'll sell an iron condor. Maybe, let's just look at the 81% probability of expiring worthless put, sell the 75-55 put, buy the 75-50 put, create a short put spread. Let's go to the 75-85, again, 83% probability of expiring worthless. Sell this, buy that, and what do I get? An iron condor of the 75-50, 75-55, 75-85, 75-90, 5-point wide, long to short strikes. Iron condor for $1.20 in the 0 DTEs. Okay, what do I like about that trade? Well, it generates $117 of theta, only requires $380 of capital to do the trade. And if I thought the SPX was going to stay in between 75.55 and 75.85 for the next few hours, I might sell that iron condor. But let's remember $1.20 for 5 points, or a 5-point spread. Okay, for a 5-point iron condor, I should say. Let's take a look at a stock, one of the stocks, Tesla. TSLA. And remember, the IV of these SPX options is about 12.5%. Let's open up Tesla, and what do you know? It has 0 days to expiration options. They're strictly speaking the weeklies, but that's the way they're labeled by the exchange. Here, let's sell, again, 84% probability of expiring worthless. Sell the 407.5, buy the 402.5 to create a 5-point spread. Let's sell the 415 call, buy the 420 call. So 58 cents, 60 cents. It's about half of what you get for the SPX Iron Condor. The buying power is about the same. Remember, it was about $380. This is about $440. Max profit's a lot lower. Why is it so different? Well, the reason is that the stock price, the $400 stock price for Tesla is what? I don't know, 1/9 the price of, or excuse me, 1/20th of the price of the SPX, which is 7,000, right? So the point is, as the price gets cheaper, the price of the stock gets cheaper, the options get cheaper as well, which is why this spread, this iron condor, only generates 60 cents. The SPX iron condor generates $1.20. So what do I think about this trade? Well, again, not bad. If you think the Tesla is going to trade in between 407 and 415 over the next few hours, selling this for 60 cents could be a decent trade for you. Generate $57 of theta. Basically, the whole thing's a theta trade. So yeah, this isn't a bad risk-reward ratio. Risking 60 versus $440 loss. Okay, maybe. Yeah, I would consider that. And I've traded these. I've traded iron condors in 0 DTE Tesla options before. Let's check out Nvidia. And this is the process that I use. So again, Nvidia, 0 DTE options. Let's go. There are no 80% probability of expiring worth. Let's just see the 91%, 5 points out. No, I'm not doing this trade. Here's why. So basically, I'm not getting any credit for this. 11 cents for $489 worth of risk? No. Okay. To me, that, sure, can I make $11 if Nvidia is in between 210 and 217 over the next few hours? Yes. Is that better than nothing? Yeah, but it's not much better than nothing. So as a trader, I would look at that and say, no, I pass on Nvidia. Okay, simply because it's just the numbers don't work out. And this is what I want you to take away from this. When you look at other zero DTE products, you have to measure the risk versus reward. What's the credit I'm taking in versus how much risk the position has? And this is going to work whether you do iron condors, short put spreads, short call spreads, bullish bears, doesn't matter. The same thing applies. If the numbers don't work out, you don't do the trade. Let's look at Apple and see what Apple gives us. Apple zero DTEs. Again, I can just look at these things. There's no premium in these options. Part of it is because it's a $296 stock. Again, the options there's a linear relationship between the stock price and the option price. If the stock price is cheaper, and $300 isn't a cheap stock price, but compared to the SPX it is, so it doesn't generate enough value in these options to be worth selling. Let's look at a more expensive stock. Let's take a look at Meta, maybe. Meta $600 stock, zero DTEs. Okay, here we go. So maybe the 80%, 592.50, buy one, 5 points away, 587.5. Go and sell the 600 calls by the 605 calls. This iron condor generates 68 cents. Okay, so 68 cents is my credit, is my max potential profit on the trade. If I hold this through the rest of the day, and Meta is in between 592.5 and 600 in the at the close this afternoon, I would make $66, $67 on that trade versus $434 worth of risk. Okay, that's not a bad metric. So what you see is that the zero DTE options, whether to a trader they make sense, and they might make, you might find something attractive that I don't do, and that's okay. Each trader has his or her own opinion about things. But selling an iron condor, 5-point iron condor for 65 cents, it makes more sense than selling it for 11 cents, right? This has a decent risk-reward ratio, the other doesn't. But you see why, going back to the SPX, that $7,000, $7,600 index price generates enough premium in the options to make the credit attractive. So the bottom line is there's a bunch of zero DTE options that you can trade on just about any day. If you're using the SPX as your benchmark, and if you're used to trading SPX, and you are willing, by the way, to take more risk, you can look at some of these zero DTE options in individual stocks. Again, they're riskier. They can move around a lot more than an index would. But if you see one that gives you a decent risk-reward ratio, by all means, you may want to give it a try. None of this is a trade recommendation. If you do decide to trade this stuff, you're making your own decisions, and please do not take any more risk than you are comfortable with.